What's going on, FG fam? Episode number 35 of the Miami Marlins franchise here on MLB The Show 21. Today we're starting out with a player lock of the struggling, Michael Conforto, who's having a definite worse year than he had last year, where he really killed it for us. But we also are going to take a look at some computer versus computer games of other teams that are looking to make the playoffs in the American League, which has a lot of tight races in it. So we'll see what happened over there. We got some critical situations of our own, and we will see what ends up happening in all of that in today's episode. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of franchise content, which is what we do here. Links to the Discord and the Twitch are in the description below if you want to hang out somewhere outside of YouTube. On Twitch, I usually go live between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern. Whenever it is that I'm going to go live. Usually it's about 4 to 5 days a week, so if you guys want to go over there and check that out, come support me over there and just chit-chat. We'll have a great time. And there are handles to all of the other socials in the bottom of the description: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, if you want to go follow me over there. I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and let's get into this episode. Do not go anywhere. And we get started in this episode with a game against the San Francisco Giants, the 80-60 San Francisco Giants, who are fighting for a wild card spot in that NL West. And our Miami Marlins, evacuation underway, potential incoming hurricane storm. I mean, that is the best storyline I can come up with for this glitch at this point. MLB The Show, can we get this fixed, San Diego Studios? It'd be great. Noah Syndergaard on the mound for us here. We are player locking Michael Conforto. I'm assuming the player lock is what is making the glitch where there is literally nothing in my stadium. But here we go. Michael Conforto out in his first at-bat. Here's a grounder, and he's going to reach. Both runners reach safely. Ruled a base hit. It would amount to nothing, but we have 2 runs on the board in the bottom of the 6th, and Conforto grounding into a double play. Now, it has been more of a rough season for Conforto for sure over his first season with the club. There's a home run. Nothing he could do about that. That was over the wall for Jock Peterson, who's hit his 19th home run of the season. Conforto striking out in the bottom of the 8th. Luckily, the Marlins did not need him to get a hit to get a win in this game. 2 runs in the 2nd and 2 more in the 8th. Enough to get it done here. Syndergaard gets the win and player of the game honors. Ryan Muller gets his 14th save of the season. Jock Peterson goes 1 for 4 with a solo shot for the Giants. That was their only run of the game. So we continue rolling on through the season here. You can see that the A's and Astros, very important series there in that AL West. And then the Yankees taking on the Red Sox, another really important series in the American League East on that one. We have a critical situation against the Pittsburgh Pirates, a chance to come back here from 5 runs behind. 4 runs already scored in the bottom of the 9th. Just 1 out with Sean Murphy on second. Here's Sterling Olander, and he will ground out to third base for the 2nd out of the inning. But still, the tying run is on second base. There's Javi Baez, another grounder over to third, and taken care of. The Pittsburgh Pirates, of all teams, come into South Beach Park and get a win here, 6-5. They scored 5 of their runs, both teams scoring 5 runs in the final 3 frames. Guillermo Vasquez, both the player of the game and the winning pitcher. Lucas Giolito, unfortunately, took an L here. He went 6 innings, allowing 3 earned. So, continuing to get through towards the end of the season here in late September, a top of the 8th outing here against the Braves, but we would go ahead, sim through that, and take the win. But we've got a piece of action to look at here with the Orioles hosting the Oakland A's A's coming cross country. Of course, both of these teams heavily in the wild card race. You can see the wild card standings right there. Baltimore just a game behind Boston for that second wild card spot. It is Josh James on the mound for Baltimore, 9-8 with a 389. And it's Brady Singer for the Oakland A's, a 9-7 record with a 2.92 ERA. Who would get the better here in the bottom of the second inning? There's a base hit all the way to the wall. Might end up being a double, and it will be. They don't try to score the runner all the way from first base to home, so they leave two in scoring position for Steven Duggar. And he is going to take this one out to right field. It is caught, but the tag-up attempt puts a runner on third and gives Baltimore the 1-0 lead. Here's Logan Davidson now with a full count against Singer, and that one seemed like a broken bat, went right back to Singer, and he makes the play to end the second inning. We go to the top of the fourth. Here's Aaron Judge at the plate, one of the big signings for this Oakland A team, and he launches a nuke out to right center field. It is gone, his 26th homer of the season. That's a pretty slow year for Aaron Judge. Here's Jared Walsh in the top of the sixth. Already a 2-1 lead for the A's thanks to Aaron Judge, and Jared Walsh gets this one into left field. That's going to be a double for Oakland. They have two in scoring position with one away for Seth Brown. And Brown off of Hansel Robles is going to take this one all the way to the right center field wall. That's a double for Brown. He's going to round second and go to third, and Brown in at third with a triple, an 2 RBI triple, making it 4-1. Here's another hit off of Robles, and this one's off the wall in left field. That's an easy double and an RBI as well to make it 5-1. Not looking good for Baltimore, but they got one on, none out in the bottom of the eighth for Rio Ruiz, who launches one out to center field, and that thing is not coming home. That is gone. Rio Ruiz has hit 29 home runs in the season, 429 feet for that one. Here comes Johnny Kazansky. He's only pitched in 2 games this season. This will be his third. He has not done a great job in his 2 innings. So we'll see if he can hold the fort here in the 9th and make it easier for a potential comeback, but unfortunately not happening with none away. Oakland gets another run in with a nice single. Now Franmil Reyes up at the plate with 2 on, nobody away, and the Franimal with a big bomb out to left field. That thing is out of here, gone like a girl in a country song, out like a fat kid in dodgeball, and that is a big bomb for Franmil. John Brebbia brought into the game now. They've had enough, and they are going to try to shut this door here in the top of the 9th. Might be too little too late here to get into the bottom half of the inning and potentially make a comeback, but there goes another bomb. It's Jared Walsh's 28th of the season, 407 feet, and Brebbia doesn't look like he's having any better luck here. Chad Pinder with 1 away and 1 on second. This one will fall out in left field, and it will score the 11th run of the game for Oakland. They take the game 11-3 with 6 runs at the top of the 9th. Baltimore just gets blown out in that one. Now we'll take another look here in at some CPU action. The Yankees and the Red Sox in a battle out in that AL East for a wild card spot potentially. Tampa Bay looks like they're running away with the division, but you can see New York 2.5 out of Boston for the wild card spot. Taylor Mahle has 30 starts this season. He's 11-9 with a 3.39 ERA. We face Taylor Mahle, and now we'll see the Yankees against him. In the top of the first is DJ LeMahieu ripping one over the monster out in left. That is gone. LeMahieu's 22nd home run traveled 391 feet and gave the Yankees an early 3-0 lead. Here's Clint Frazier with a single into center, and that is going to bring home the 4th run in this top of the first. So the Yankees striking hard and striking first. We'll see if they have any mercy. Garrett Cole on the mound for them 11-8 with a 3.45 ERA. Here's Rafael Devers, and he will strike out on the high and away pitch. Garrett Cole fools him there and gets through a jam. Here's Andres Jimenez at the plate for Boston, and this one will just get over the short wall out and right. Andres Jimenez with a 365-foot homer for his 8th of the season. Corey Kluber here on the mound in the top of the 6th, and this one's going to come off the monster. A giant hit here. That's going to bring home another run. Now 2 on for Jake Cronenworth, the former Miami Marlin, for a little short while, and that one is caught out in right field for the second out, tagging up and scoring the 6th run, however. Here's Charlie Aitken, or Altkin. I don't really know how to get that pronounced. There's a bomb for Charlie, though. So long, Charlie. Charlie Brown gonna knock this thing out of left field. Charlie Aitken for a 448-foot home run. Here's Dom T. Williams at the bottom of the 7th in an 8-2 ball game, and hey, at least that's a run on the board off of Gio Ramos in the bottom of the 7th. A big solo shot there for Dom T. Williams. That's a 455-footer. So could Boston potentially make a comeback here? Dylan Floro on the mound. Victor Caratini. And that thing is over the 380-foot short wall. Victor Caratini with his 12th home run of the season. That one went 400 feet and bombs aplenty in this game, mostly for New York. They win 11-3. Garrett Cole with the win, Mail with the loss. We continue to go ahead and simulate in our season. The Jumbo Shrimp, I didn't really want to throw in anything else for the minor leagues. I knew they weren't going to make the playoffs. Both teams finish exactly 500. Double-A in the second half. The Blue Wahoos 30-30, and then a 71-71 total record for our Jumbo Shrimp. We host the Tampa Bay Rays, though. The NL East leader versus the AL East leader in this matchup. Pablo Lopez will be the one entrusted with the ball here today. 14-9 with a 3.64 ERA and a 1.22 whip. He's going up against Davy Garcia, 14-5 with a 2.70 ERA and a 1.08 whip. He's having a great season. And he will go up against Gleyber Torres here in the bottom of the 1st. And he will single to center, bringing home the first run of the ball game. Marlins strike first. A 1-0 lead. Now, later in the bottom of the 2nd, Pablo Lopez contributing to his own potential win today with a base hit right there to load the bases up in the bottom of the 2nd with nobody out. Here's Javi Baez. He will single to center field as well. That's going to be a 2-run single for Javi Baez. The throw to the plate is nowhere near where it needs to be, and it's a 3-0 lead for Miami. Bases loaded again, this time for Mike Trout, and unfortunately he grounds into a double play. It does bring home the 4th run of the inning for Miami, though. And here is Jose Ramirez at the plate for the Rays. He will get thrown out at first, and no runs cross the plate. So a jam escape there in the 5th. We're through the middle of the 5th. It's 4-0 Marlins. And then Ryan Yarbrough coming back out the other side of the break, 2-8 on his season in 45 appearances. Here's Eloy Jimenez, and he gives it a ride. Ryan Yarbrough is taken deep by Jimenez to the left fountain. It is gone. It is 411 feet, and it is out of here like a fat kid in dodgeball. Goodbye, baby. 5-0. Here is the top of the 7th inning, and on a full count, Eloy Jimenez jumps and cannot make the play out in left field. That is going to bring home the first run of the game for Tampa Bay, and it's a triple. And they're trying for an inside-the-park homer and gunned down at the plate to end the inning. In comes Randy Dobnak. He's got a 2.52 ERA so far this season, a 7-4 record. We'll see what he can do here in relief. Bases loaded, nobody away. That's a double play ball that is completed. but Tampa Bay gets their second run of the ball game. It is 6-2. Here comes Jake Marichak, and he hits a grounder over to short. Javi Baez plays it and gets through the top of the 8th inning. So Baez with a good play there. That'll bring in Ryan Muller here in the 9th inning, 17-20 on his save opportunities in his 24 games pitched. Mike Zunino at the plate. He goes down swinging at the curveball for out number 1. Brett Phillips in a pinch hitting opportunity is going to try to put the wood down, but unfortunately it's a pop-up, and he is out for out number 2. Here is a grounder up the middle. That gets through as Glaber can't make the play. So Tampa Bay with a runner on first for Joey Wendell, who hits a grounder over to Javi Baez, and he is not letting that through. Game over. Miami Marlins take the win at home 6-2 over the Tampa Bay Rays. So the NL East leader beats the AL East leader. 4 quick runs for Miami early in this ball game, and they held on from there. Pablo Lopez, player of the game, he hit 6 innings of shutout ball. Davy Garcia went 4 innings, gave up 4 earned runs. Eloy Jimenez hit a bomb in this one. Joey Wendell was about the best player for Tampa. He had an RBI triple. And for our Marlins, Trout hit a triple, Baez hit a double, and Jimenez with that home run. So looking at the stats for the year, Gleyber Torres with 37 homers. You see Javi Baez with 44 bombs this year, 104 ribbies. He is having an amazing season. Didn't expect all that from Javi this year, but he has really risen up the ranks as far as this lineup is concerned. Taylor Rogers is actually underrated in our bullpen right now. He doesn't get a lot of use, but he is doing a great job as well. In the AAA, these are the final stats for these guys, as they will not be coming up, and they will not be in the postseason. So, final stats for the season. If you have a user on our team, there you go. You might want to pause, take a look, go back. Same here, AA. There's Timmy Clink, 6 homers, 41 ribbies, batting .261. Not too bad. And then for pitchers here, we got Joe Hagan, one of our draft picks. He had a .279 ERA. Holloway actually did end up getting his total ERA under 4. I'm impressed there. Marlins have already clinched a postseason appearance. I would expect the next episode to feature a lot of little highlights for CPU games, as well as potentially setting up the postseason, potentially getting those wild card games done CPU style as well. So a lot of commentary from me, a lot of little ESPN style highlights coming your way in this next episode after this one. So I hope you guys would be excited for that. We will definitely chronicle the end of this season, see how it all turns out for the teams that are in these tight races. The A's, the Red Sox, the Orioles, the Yankees, all in very tight races here. And it will be very interesting to see how that AL shakes up. I know the NL seems like it's a little bit more decided than this, so we'll see how that works out. There's the final records for the minor leagues. Jumbo Shrimp goes 71-71. And the Blue Wahoos 30-30 in the second half. At least they didn't do worse than the Shuckers, who actually won the first half. So we take on the Reds. I believe there's 3 series left, maybe 2. I could be completely wrong. There could be maybe only 2 series left on the season. I don't know. I can't count those games right now. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure you guys will flame me down there. But I appreciate you guys taking a look at this video. We're just an episode or so away from the playoffs, so thank you guys for all the support on this series. Please continue to support by clicking that like button and subscribing if you're new. I know more people watch this channel that are not subscribed than are subscribed, so that's probably why you wouldn't get notifications. So subscribe, turn the notifications on, and join us for every video, because franchise content is what we do here. All my links to all my socials are in the description below, including Discord and Twitch, where you can get a hold of me outside of just YouTube. And if you want to see more franchise, click right here.